your attack
have to get an op out to win kind of team, I would say, early. Like their big win condition, get him an op early, especially on defense. Sen on defense, EG on attack. 2-0 on the pistols at the moment. That was like a little bit of why EG lost, but not
something that Bao has mentioned to me,
the whole
have been
thing.
mentioning a lot too. They want to stay as
It
a
didn't
group
help,
right now
is what I'm saying.
to try to go for some better executions as a team. It does do a little bit of a tap though from the other side, as you do have a little bit of HP drop down here for Okeanos.
They're setting up. This is going to be great info coming in from the Trailblazer. It's going to have to activate EG on this push. They get to use the waylay again, so a little bit of info for themselves here.
Ooh,
and
nice.
Jonapi is
And we
able
got a
to
molly
stop
here, so no one
Digi
can
in
get
his
out, so
tracks.
well-timed
Nobody else
molly.
can cross the bite. And man, what a slow down here from Sentinels. They're feeling great insight.
See how annoying this is for the wall to come through. No, it kind of just gives a chance for EG to plant, but you can take more space in the back of that site. But thankfully, Superman's able to get a pick and put it in a 4 versus 4. As now it finally opens up as the high tide falls down.
Bao on last shot. These guys are crisp with the ghost right now, and they have 3 of them, so they can keep together, keep it long range. As they get that spike planted. Somewhat. Get that spike planted. They just got to source out John Cutie.
Very nice on this. EG just held and just chilled out basically in this box for a long time. Very calm for them. I do think some of the hobby util could have been better there. Like, I feel like they're holding on to the cove because they want to save it just in case they pivot back, maybe. Another cove at long here, and then pushing through that wall while the brim smokes up.
So it just allows your EG to have 4 bodies and pick them off.
So maybe this could have been a little bit better.
Going into this bonus round for EG.
They're holding it for the defuse. Yeah, but you got 3 fighting sites, so it's like 30-second cooldown as well, man. You would have it for the retake here if you just fully left site. So I do think it's a mistake.
Right now. And confidence for EG.
Ooh, actually thought he threw that nade against a wall for a second. Still gets it out long. They're fine, forced to back off, but there's a whole battalion here for the side of Sentinels ready to guard on that B. Have Hookah lockdown so they know this hit is not for real just yet.
All right, they're going to be fine here for EG. You just got to stand still. Going to catch some players off the rotate. If not, go for an exec. You still have bodies. You still have better weapons. This is a clean anti-eco so far for the evil geniuses. That dog doesn't really clear under Hookah, so that's going to be the next step to clear.
Can exploit the no brim. The hopper does a lot of stuff that the brim does. The brim is good at shutting down tropes with the molly on this map as well. So maybe they can kind of burst a little more than they are.
John, again behind the harbor util. He always plays it so sneaky. They know he's there, but like, we can't do anything just yet. Buy a little time for Redux. Ooh. Just buys himself a ticket straight back to spawn, and Bao's going to do the same for John Cutie. A second round for EG, only losing 1 in the first 2 rounds, or 2, I should say, 1 around for the first 2.
Once the economy starts building up as well into the later rounds, we'll see if Redux is going to pull out the operator for the side of Sentinels. That was probably one of the biggest win cons as well for the Sentinels in that kickoff game. Nary was one playing the chamber and I think dropping over 20 kills in that matchup.
He swung!
So that could be, again, that win con that you might have now for, I guess,
okay,
maybe
the bonus is pretty good. What are EG doing on this?
These guys are prominent with the ops. Scopes would be good, but after losing pistol and your eco here, not doing too much damage against the opponents, it's hard
dodge it on purpose to try catch him here. Like the idea from Sen.
He's got to be scared now. Didn't even have the second come out. They left him wondering, but Okeanos still gets a play across the map. Now, do they go fast or slow it down? I mean, I think they're forced to slow it down now. What a shot to take down Superman.
Bro, someone's got to rotate to help my guy out.
He wants to dive in. They're going to waterfall out of Hookah. Doesn't look like EG's too deterred by losing some members, and that's exactly the way they need to play right now. They can't be worried about what Sentinels is doing. They have to play their own game.
Kind of weird for Sen to clear this.
That's an upgrade
to
for
C2 here.
3, and they have positioning
1 went back.
Site. Nobody playing off. Trying to
just have such a late rotate.
To give that timing for Calm to flank.
A jump over top. And they find one close, but it's still a trade. Sentinels are in the site, and they're making quick work of the rest of the members of EG. Okeanos with his quiet shoes on, and it's not quiet enough. John Cutie will always know. Gets the kill there, and the defuse comes through.
He had a good chance there, man.
On that flank and not for a calm here, wrapping towards that elbow.
Easy mistake.
Yeah.
You're always gonna think that's common.
I like this idea for SEN on their first buy run, like their barrier down idea, where they want to dodge the flash and then punish them taking heavy showers. That was nice.
Even though
yeah, you had a chance. You definitely had a chance to snowball here.
Because two of them were actually playing in a double swing scenario if they could to fight towards that spot and give that timing for Okeanos, but at the end of the day, you had to delay a little bit more and not be so aggro if Oki doesn't have that timing. Ooh. Yeah, double on the top is interesting because now Redux is going to show himself, and if he drops down towards the EPC, they'll never expect Jerwin on the top.
I'm enjoying SEN just deep coving and then getting the orb all the time. They're essentially just taking an orb every single round over towards long.
All right, Seekers online. Don't have too much left side of the map cleared, so Seekers could get them a shot at B back.
This is a nice setup.
Over towards A.
Gets a little scary if they swing showers, but
from that side too.
Yeah. Dumping in the util. Here comes the delay. Okeanos not to worry about it too much
top
as he
track
gets
as
a
well.
full waylay
He didn't
push
continue
in, doesn't
spamming.
take the refract. But where's the pressure? Oh, Jerwin readies himself.
Legal boost? Nah, he's satchel.
Okeanos quick. And they stall it on that. There's a lot of space just gained by one. Losing their U-Haul control mostly. They have to take everything back slow again. Ooh, that'll help. Digizine coming up from showers, and he sees a few more. They have to worry about what's going on the left side of the map, though. Is Superman going to be able to get a kill? Do they turn back and get a TP? They're really pausing here on A.
One satchel to delay the plant.
For EG. We are looking to refight, though, into the A side.
Guys, you got to do something together. You can't just do this.
Jerwin's advantage, the lurk, not working either.
And they just TP'd. So now it's going to be a ready Cortezia. Anchor King so far for his team in these games, and it looks like he's going to ask for the crown once again. A triple kill as they're forced into his arms, his waiting arms in B.
I still like what EG is currently doing in terms of this mid-round, because this high tide is so annoying to deal with, right? With the extension of Okeanos pushing towards that back
IGLing's been an issue. I think that's very accurate for today.
I understand that. But for the rest, they wait for the high tide to come down.
Some of the mid-rounding has been
rough for that side on defense here for the side of Sentinels. So we're actually able to go for some nice duels and pick some players off. So at the end of the day, if they continue this type of style here for EG, firepower might get them out of these tight scenarios. Because there's going to be less util to.
What do you think about the waylay here? I think it's going to make sense on defense.
And you get to have your star players like Digizine and Superman going for these picks.
I don't like waylay at the moment, really.
Oh, Jonah P covered well in Trailblazer form. And then he doesn't even need it after the fact. They're trying to rush in. We see Orbital strike up and one, so they're going to try to get the smokes down and see if they can't make something happen.
Dude, every time they kind of do this harbor wall, I feel like is the comms not off on some of this?
We had to get this so quick at the beginning.
This is twice now I've seen the harbor wall while the Viper wall is up, and essentially once they kind of see this, do they not feel the freedom to just walk out?
Get close. They could
I feel like sometimes they want this. I like the wall if in certain situations.
Switching around some weapons, they might take advantage of this conversion.
Yo, stop baiting chat,
I know Karma to use his flash in the front of that hookah side on that drop. But maybe the third on a refreshable will allow for them to pop back into the A site where there's only Redux watching it passively. And there you go. That answers our question. It's Redux going to be the one scoping for the team for now on this raise.
30 seconds left.
And they're walking right back into that Outlaw. Have a bit of HP for it. No, they don't. I was looking at Sentinel side for a moment.
20 seconds on this one.
That's going to clear all of them.
Good smokes.
They use the convergence path. They hit
Flash
with
to clear close. Oh, they're going to get a plant.
Front of the site. No confirmation.
What does John do here?
Big ol'. Safe to plant. Special delivery right on the spike. Actually, a little left.
A little unlucky.
Damage is still dealt, though. A harbor all. Cruising through the site as Cortezia creeps up like a rat. Gets another one for himself. The push is good, though, from Okeanos, needing to make a move. He can't wait for the action to come to him. Misses a few shots. And now Redux is knowledgeable about the situation. just a lot of stall going on right now, but Sentinels is getting closer and closer to the spike, and that's exactly what EG doesn't want.
Whoa,
Giannos
nice round, dudes.
fixing the aim.
Redux did pretty good as well. I like the idea at the end in the 1v2, like from the 2.
Super quiet.
He just hit a banger shot.
Was what he had when he walked into the arena today.
Yeah.
Tried to say hi to him, just a fist bump, straight face. He wants to win this game, and he just carried EG on that round.
Oh, the little sidestep was everything.
Clutch that will kick EG into gear. Exactly what they need right there, but they got to keep it going.
Yeah, they're doing that thing again, where they just stay alive. They don't have to eco.
Such a good job of punching back at each other.
It's a big round, this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. This can be a drop.
Attack side scope though for
Let's just say 3 combine next.
Round.
This could be an ult.
And it's good. Look at the economy for the side of
maybe
Sentinels.
2 worst case, I guess.
One-shottable. And that is in the hands of the one that has the most op kills on this stage in the Americas. Currently at 17. Neon's at 16, just one under him.
Poison's off.
Clear towards long. No info for Sen, so they're going to keep their position right now off of that Jonah P flash. Actually, flash back as well, so they get a little info that EG is searching the left side of the map, and even more so ready for a hit on the right. That is a fake. Both teams reading each other really well right now.
So right now,
Skydog down long.
Out, and I think what they could do right now,
yeah, might get that harbor rotate going.
Want to try to hit towards the site,
for sure, getting that harbor rotate going. Seekers goes out. We've got a small window here, but they wanted to wait for this.
And out. Digizine trying to make an impact here, getting a scatter from Sentinels, but they still have a bit of control over the positions because Cortezia holds that short side. They can still fight from it. Okeanos finally cracks the defense a little bit more, but it is EG dwindling in this situation before Digi now drops one. The answer
that
Druid
one
and
shot, was he
Jonah P,
low?
however, weigh
Jumping.
the odds
Not
in
sure that should
Sentinels'
kill.
favor now as they enter,
Close
look
though.
for Calm and take him down right away.
Right,
Sentinels
force him
do
down to
indeed
Nico.
take it right back.
The
Very
stun
nice
defod,
readoffs
yeah.
on the top of the boxes to protect his teammate inside that.
Why is Neon a must pick on every map? There's just nothing to stop him, man. There's less util, so yeah. The Neon, first of all, doesn't get stopped when entering site. He doesn't really have to worry about anything. He can jump peek easier to get info. He can get back a site and get info. Sliding with lower priced guns is insanely strong, especially the Judge at the moment, because you get the crouched accuracy. You can one-shot people pretty far away.
Thank you,
just a nightmare, man.
Yes.
Imagine just like it's just a human drone.
Round 7 as we jump back into bind. It's going to be a few of those scopes over on the side of EG, but it's all the lower buys with the hero, Okeanos.
It's a lot of contact in the beginning. I mean, the econ's fairly low.
It's else? Yeah, I didn't hear it. I had the sound too low.
Trying to leverage again Digizine to find an opener. But so far in all of these rounds where you're seeing these different setups from Sentinels, they're not really letting themselves exposed to.
Would it be better to nerf or buff Sentis?
Which is quite good.
I think they should just buff the Sentis slightly, but it's also like it's weird because Cypher is actually not too bad on a couple of maps at the moment.
Not going to be punished too many times for those jumps.
Everybody's creeping back. You hear that Marshall shot? You know,
don't want to buff him too much.
They're trying to get a sneaky kill on.
I would buff. Sorry, I would nerf the Neon slightly so the Judge isn't a thing with it sliding in.
Goes back and forth, inserting now Okeanos into
but also, if you just take the Neon nerf, it would just get replaced by another. It would just get replaced by another duelist. You'll just start seeing more double duelists. It would just be Jet and Phoenix, for example.
See if he can get the backstab.
Maybe Phoenix and Raze, depending on maps.
Into sight. Redux still from elbow, uncovered when one flash hits him in the face. The rest of the team comes up big.
Okay, was this an eco, but you get the ult out of them. They should be alright with that.
They've already gone and left. Superman's over there being able to get a few, but the round is dusted here for Sentinels.
At this point, too, especially on eco rounds, it's starting to be readable, too, that EG are consistently going for these 4-1 scenarios. Which is why every single time right now, Sentinels are never really rotating an extra player or fully clearing out a site.
Will Neon still overtake Jed on a SEN comps? Yeah.
So, to me, I feel like EG is going to have to change up that scenario a little bit more. Be aggro as a team. Especially potentially being able to get an orb control under Superman in the next round.
What's it feel like for mechanics to get worse as you age? I don't know, man. Like, I get where you're coming from. Right the only thing that I felt with age, but again, I think like Baby Bay is maybe the good example for this. I know this is bait and I'm just falling for it. But I think Baby Bay is a good example. The only thing I notice with Age is for me to hold an angle where someone might push. You know when we see like those peaks and we're like, this guy's sleeping because they're holding an angle for a little bit. That happens all the time. It's so hard. Like that's the only thing to like concentrate the whole time when someone's peeking. I feel like that's the only thing that goes. Mechanics and stuff, I don't know. I can't do it because I don't play consistently enough. It's more just, I can at least blame the worst mechanics on not playing. Baby Bay is the best person to answer. Like, does it actually make a difference? Or does he actually feel it?
And
I don't know. There's like a couple of players that could answer
They are
it,
locked in, but there's also, like you said, the serious phase for Okeanos. Sometimes that's more standing up, getting in the face of the opponents, but they don't have that luxury right now. Everything's got to be more locked into the game.
Yep.
Jesse,
really
yeah, he's a good one to
that competition, but focus, teamwork, and comms. And
again, I know it was bait, but it is actually an okay, like a pretty good talking point. That's personally the only thing that I've noticed.
It's uncomfortable.
Is it just feels more tiring to hold for like 30 seconds. Maybe I'm not into the games because I have no stake. I don't know.
I think they also want to take advantage of what the speed of this Neon and Waylake can very much do here for a team. Jura wants to answer back though. Wall up to see if anything was happening towards Sands.
Ooh, big detection there off that. Flash coming in from Jonah P. And a little bit of a heal from the follow-up util that may have followed through. Still, they left one in the teleport, though, having the Neon run out. I wonder if they're going to be aware of this. TP's back across. They're not even want to play with B at the moment.
What kind of harbor wall can we do on this? Is there a reason we're going into TP?
It's the entry here. That's not even needed. Nice entry by Digizine.
Takes down Jerwin right away. They'll still have to clear U-Haul. Oh, that's a big one. Redux is just going to try and create a trap in here, and he does a very nice job.
He did good.
Only down for one, though. Can't ask for much more when you got a whole team bearing down on him. But Sentinels is already in the site. They've made such time here. And now the noise is U-Hauls. The rest of the team creeps by behind enemy lines already as they take this space back.
When does John get his Cove? Just came up now.
No taps just
Cove on site instantly. Tap of the spike. Two double molly.
Super well played as they're aware of what's going on, even if their backs were turned on the side of Evil Geniuses. And they stave off Sentinels without really even seeing them on the retake comm there to get a last touch on the round.
Should you watch if you're trying to learn Neon for a team environment? Dante. I think Dante is
but it all came down to a
the
huge
best
opener right
that
here.
You can watch at the moment to learn.
Raw contact, catching Jerwin off guard without using any util. Then they open up the site that way. But a nice little shot that we saw from Redux from U-Haul. That was actually quite insane as he's hit by the convergence path and still hits a Neon jumping across his screen.
Watch Francis on Pearl. Oh my goodness.
Or being thrown up just
those first 5 rounds today were killing me. I'm trying to remember the last time I've like been angry at a player how they're playing. Like actually angry. Like normally it's just fine. It was like 4 rounds in a row that he just did the dumbest thing you could possibly do.
No.
This setup that Sentinels currently has right
now. It's the first time in a while where I genuinely thought in my mind is like, is he throwing?
And as Viper Wall comes down as well in a defense, they're going to have to start repositioning. There you go. You see John Cutie moving back to watch towards that side passively.
Is it worth a watch? It's probably worth a watch. It's some of the maddest. Some of the maddest
to try to create any pressure.
decision making I've ever seen.
Util back and forth. It's kind of just a
we were 5 rounds in, and I'd given out 3 red cards.
Good for another one. Just a miss. They're going to try to get back into this.
Yeah.
I said 1 shot. You know he's going to back off. So see if you can keep them on their heels. A nice wall to divide the site. Kind of create the double retake here that's necessary for EG. And they're just going to pit themselves in as they go ahead and crawl right to that plant spot.
That actually walled Okeanos.
Hit before they plant. This gives them so much space, man. They're just getting spammed out. Dude, Okeanos is trying his best, man. He's really winning them rounds.
Left for Sen here. EG
Still no plan
watch
on
them
this
walk
one.
away last
Guys,
round, and they're going to have to find him this round. 11 seconds
He just
left.
got spammed
Spike's going to
all
have
the
to get
time.
picked up, and it's actually crossfired from both sides. This is not looking good. That's
from
Sentinels
EG again.
picking up the round in a
Dude, they
position
cleaned
they
up some of
never
these rounds,
should have been
man.
able to grab it.
Yeah, especially with the space that Okeanos just took from dashing up there. He solo-handedly cleared the back of the site, yet somehow EG still couldn't set up on A. Thankfully, you still see a little bit of a smile on his face, though.
I think maybe it's because they have an answer. They know they can do it, right? They're just, it's one part of the round that they have to clean up.
This Cortez is not moving until the spike's planted, pretty much.
Should be able to make this one competitive.
He's waiting
That's
for numbers to be called.
Those 2 occasions.
If there's not,
Having
if there's not one, like if there's only 4 that's been seen,
really
he'll stay here the whole time, right?
looked at
You
by
kind
the
of have
side
to
of
with the
EG.
TP.
Somehow, as they're still playing 4-1s, there's still some gaps that are left unattended, and Sentinels are
It might
taking
be
full
also like
advantage of it.
he's
The Seekers go right to
he's
B.
not rotating
EG
as
know
freely
they
because
have
in the
A,
past they've
but the
used it.
TP
Like it could
comes
be a
in.
little
This
bit
is
of
about the setup
planning as
now.
well.
We're right to the portion where EG needs to fix, and we get to see it happen now with a 5v5.
All goes in. They should be able
a
to
lower
fast
buy on a
defend
few,
it.
some Guardians in there, and Jerwin gets him off to the races right away with a kill on Digizine.
All goes out. When does John
start
get?
off
Okay,
with.
just got his cove again. Every time it's pretty nice timing.
Breather moment between both teams. The walls are up, and this
That's
is Sentinels
nice.
trying
That's
to encroach
nice,
back
though.
into
God, what a
space.
shot,
Nice
dude.
from Okeanos to find the elevated shot. It's not over yet. Still a lot of Sentinels members trying to bail
My
down.
guy
Yes!
is
Oh
doing
my gosh,
so much
Okeanos
work.
right in the frying pan. And it's Sen have swarmed the spike. This now
No,
puts the pressure
mate,
on EG,
it's
who
not
felt good before,
honest.
and 3 come up right away.
Damn, what?
In succession
How?
with the molly on the floor. Bao gets 2 classics. And that is a round that EG pick up for themselves that didn't look like it was going to go their way.
How do you finish a round with a molly and 2 classics for the victory for EG? That was insane.
The molly hit all of them.
But the game
It
plan
can't.
was
It couldn't
already
have hit the
drafted out
diffuser.
by Sentinels
Or
in
am I
the
just
first
fully
place. They were
wrong?
looking to flood retake behind that reckoning. That A site was just a ruse to let EG go in and get trapped by it. And as it got so
Jesus.
much value
I
on
mean,
that
fair
reckoning,
play.
though, it was the high tide that followed up again. And what happens after the high tide?
Let's go.
They wait for that high tide to come down, and they isolate every
Wait, they
single one of
forced
these
them down
fights,
to an
winning
eco.
their
No
fights
way.
from the side of EG. It almost feels
That
like
was
the
nice
high
from
tide's
Bao.
currently
Yeah, I mean
being
the
felt
molly
by
did
Sentinels
miss,
are more of a
but
deterrence than
he's
anything
just
else.
owned it. He got the
That
guy at
puts
the back.
down
It's
the
a
defensive team
meant
on
to be a
the
molly for the
eco.
spike.
Bucky for Jerwin, pushed all the way up towards short A.
Orbital strike used. There hasn't really been a lot of post-plant in this game, so you have to suspect that's used mid-round, and then just a continuous fight we see once the spike does get planted with this bind match. Thrin, Jonah P, trying to rip off a few shots that might find ahead of Evil Geniuses, but no cigar.
TP. Bucky stays short.
They still stop it.
Wait, they're actually
They're
gonna
really trying
take
to
the
go for the
TP, or are
mind
we
games
trying to
now to
min-max?
just make these last few
We're
rounds feel
min-maxing.
uncomfortable for Sentinels, and just gives Jonah some space. You can't give him that shot. He'll hit it every time. Oh, goes back into it. And yeah, he's got help now. Look
Oh
at that, all
god,
just-
and now there's
they
gonna be
wait,
Bucky
they stand
here.
there. Hey Jonah, we're here. Party started. He's like, hey guys, the party's over. We got to go back to the other side.
You might even be able to get
It's
set
the
up. That's all
EG.
3 they had.
They seem to be
Get
taking
set
too
up
much
close to
time
the
for
Bucky.
themselves here, and it does
Bruh.
not give them any space. Now it's going to be a double Bucky, a triple.
Dude, how's that not
that
killing?
one doesn't take down the rest of the team, but Cortez is there to get the finishing touches. And yeah, they got the double
some
swing.
of
Don't
the
even need it. Redux
mid-rounding
gets
was
another
killing
one.
me, bruh.
And EG, it looked like they had the
They
round,
had
but
double
then the
TP,
indecision that
and they
came in
felt
with
like they had
Jonah's
time
kills
to
just
try
made
and
everything muddy.
min-max.
I think there was a little bit of
And
miscomms
get
from
the
both
orbs.
sides, though. As Jonah, yes, lands 2 beautiful shots. What happens after? The high tide to allow EG to just pick up their own spike, but also they wasted Seekers behind it where they can't capitalize on it because of the high
Are they
tide.
not planning? They
And so
they
it
wanted
still
the
gives
orb.
the
There's
swing
even
back
ult
in
they're trying to
favor of
prioritize. The,
EG
the
because they have
Waylay?
weapons back towards the A side in a 3 versus 1, and that one singular person had a Bucky to work with, right? Where's the follow-up behind the Neon jumping
Yeah, it
around?
must have been
And
the
why is
Waylay
Neon
too
just
off,
stopping
right?
on the bench?
Yeah.
Continue to jump around, find the info for your team so they can trade off on you.
Brim? Nah, Brim already had ult.
Already 8 seconds into the round, and Digizine's gonna rip off the ultimate. Team comes
Waylay was
through
on
with a
site.
teleporter.
Dude,
and Sentinels
whose
is ready
ult are they trying to
attack with
prioritize?
one of
That
their
heavy?
own.
I got to watch it back.
He's saying only one taps. He's going to keep doing it, though. That's what they need.
No, Giannis.
And it slows.
I feel bad for him, bro.
Takes a breather. Spike has just walked itself into hookah, but
I'll
it
watch
looks
it in
like
the half, man.
Sentinels
Let me
is
get
just
up.
setting up to let EG feel comfortable and then re-attack. Ultimate goes down, back to site. No confirmation there, but they still get a little bit of space. And they plant towards spawn. Kind of flip the map on this one, but they don't have full control of the other side either.
Showers is going to be hard to come out of, especially when Okeanos has his convergence path.
Maybe the neon? Dude, yeah. The neon ult isn't that big to go back for.
So they're going to be hidden already. Oki's trying to see if he can catch that come around, and they, I mean, Val thought he was being watched. Who's going to be next here? Oki fixes it.
Dude, there's a nice flash on top of this as well.
Oh my God, he's pointing to the fences, and he is
God, he's playing so good, man. How many rounds is he responsible
down on a
for?
few kills. Can these two do it again?
Ooh,
and
what a
Superman
shot.
Gets a bite down onto the spike. It's not going to be enough. The defuse actually should be okay as he gets back down onto it. Another round coming in for Sentinels as Cortezia gets the defuse to end that first half with momentum in SEN hands again.
And what a shot by Cortezia. You had to be quick on the reaction with a small jiggle snake bite on the ground.
I'm ads now. Let me.
A small mistake on that 1v1.
Let me check what went on, man. I gotta check what went on.
About 3.5 seconds for Cortezia to stick on that spike. That gives you time to swing
I'll
out and go for the molly. But these small mistakes capitalize for the round where it's the same ending for the first half. 7-5 for Sentinels.
Okay, chat. Let me mute this a sec. I gotta see what went on here.
Orbital strike used.
They take site.
Hasn't really been a lot of post plant in this game, so you have to
suspect
that's used mid round, and then just the continuous fight we see once the spike does get planted with this bind match.
They take site. They realize that he leaves. They're on site right here. The Sky Dog.
Ahead of Evil Geniuses,
Spike's here.
But no cigar.
They then have all of the site, and they want to go get the orb.
Still stop it.
It's a Sky.
They're really
go back for a Sky orb. It's 5-5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You think in 2 rounds you're gonna get 5?
Oh, goes back into it.
Holy dude, he's done the lack here. Oh my God. No belief? Mate. What are they actually close to ult-wise? I mean, I couldn't understand the neon either. It's just not that important. Oh, that's a really bad round, man. What is that call? Pulls them back, delays the plant. And then they go back to site. It's not even like they're going to go through the TP at that point.
VCT America's match one of the day in our second map. EG
That's a shame we didn't have a listening for that. It would have been incredible.
On Sentinel's pick of bind. SEN with a 7-5 first half. And EG, it looks like they're finding a groove there at the end of the first half.
It was an important orb,
they can strike true, but they got to get this pistol.
He's going to get that ace in the next round, and then...
Clear a lot of line of sights.
Like, what does he actually think, though? And like, let's think of the maths a little bit.
It's looking very tough.
1, 2, 3. So he's just picking up for his third. He then thinks that he's like, what, gonna plant? Let's say he plants. Let's say best case scenario. He plants and then gets a kill. Is he then gonna kill 3 people and then use the Seekers for the next round? Or is he then gonna get 1 orb and then, like, no matter what, he's gonna get a multi-kill, really, unless we're double orbing. It's actually tilted me.
Cut the natural smoke order of 3 across. Showers a little late, but they're trying to get coverage here. Oh my God, Bao's just skirting.
And even the ace. So what? He can Seekers at the end to celebrate.
The fight, and they are surrounding it. Almost everybody within touching distance at this point, and it's going to be the first one in U-Haul. Digi with the bandit just pickpocket onto Jerwin there as we get some neon action. But yeah, EG doesn't want to fully commit here. They like that they got some numbers, and that's a good look.
Yeah, I wonder what good stalls we had there on the other side. I think it was a relay bolt for DJZine as well. Kind of kept Sentinels on their tracks, on their toes, holding back towards that front default. Maybe it was no U2 at all. Maybe they're just tapping and waiting here for Sentinels, but they definitely got punished out of it. Now getting caught one by one.
Little reset there as the team helps each other out. A very calm
2-0 on this map, right?
EG.
So
It's like they
2-2
didn't get
altogether.
sucked into the
2-0
chaos
on
of
this
Sentinels trying to
pistol.
get in fast under that wall.
Yeah. It was a big important fight too. That was
Okeanos
won by VAL with the
17-8.
showers.
Yeah.
When you're looking at it here from the minimap on the replay, it almost seems like it was just a simple
Can't wait for the
brimstone
plat
smoke.
chat crash out.
That
Did
kinda
you
just
know
kept
the
Sentinels hesitating to
the
move
rough
inside
thing
that
is
site to
I have
always gotta be wary.
I have a round
Always
saved
gotta be
for
wary
when
of
I'm
potential
talking about
shorties in there.
Gen G, which
It's funny, he
is
says we got pistols, but they got both
identical
pistols
to
on
I
this
think he
this.
said
right?
we got
So-
pistols.
It's maybe not as bad because they
Maybe
haven't got
more.
a sight,
Maybe it'll be more.
but
Achieve
Lakia
the
picks up
bonus,
an orb,
achieve
similar
the consecutive
situation
round
when his
status.
teammate is like 1 away at 5-5.
No. Back to the lab again. Redux takes down Okeanos there, gets in his face with the classic.
I can't believe I
Jonah
witnessed
P
it
will
twice
take
this
some
week.
damage here, but easily gets the plant down and sets up with the team for the post.
Please don't give me a replay of that one. Reminder, don't. Because that's going to hurt. You're going to have to rewatch it from Okeanos' point of view. But
If
at least they
Jerwin
got
gets
weapons
that
for
kill,
EG
I
to
think
flood
they win
back
this
in.
round, by the way.
They
I'm not
also
gonna
already
lie.
have control of the back of that site.
Val saves one
There's
smoke
no
for the spike.
pulse plant util to stall for the
No,
side
but
of
the
Sentinels
cutoff
with this
lamps,
comp.
it's not too bad. Wait, to one way.
Tucks a flash in, a nice relay bolt, clears to the right, but only for so long. Ooh, he
I
went
would
back
prefer the
too.
smoke on the spike,
That's
but
going to be tough. Trades.
good
Cole is up.
reposition. Good
Try to get himself
reposition.
back in on this one.
Redux, what a good
my gosh,
reposition this one
Redux
was.
just running
Holy
through
EG,
as
you
soon
guys are
as
killing
he
me.
knows everybody's trying to play VIP on the
You
spike
guys
and
are
make
killing
quick
me.
work of EG.
You can
I
only
really want this
imagine
to be
how
a
that round
2-0,
would
man.
have
I
looked
don't want to
like
watch
if
another
Redux
map.
actually died on the top of truck. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Right-click classic, picks it up, and at the end of the day, he gets 4 kills in that round.
But they got pistol. He was so happy.
Yeah.
Fans, not like this.
Yeah, see, Oki.
You can see the despair. Yeah, it's tough.
To see
How
that
many
happen
segments you on
before
for
your eyes
tomorrow?
and
All
just
3
look at
again,
the
man.
kill
Gonna be
feed,
the
sorry, still
4-hour
lighting up
special once
Redux.
again.
For the side of Sentinels is frustrating for sure. And
Been a
EG
lot better at
goes
writing
into
notes
a
this week,
Bucky
though,
buy
man.
for 3
I'm
players
trying to
there.
get better at it.
2 of them
The problem
set
is
him
I
up
still need
towards
to
his
watch
A
the
side.
2 EMEA games that I
As
missed.
they're controlling here U-Haul in the front of the jump box of short A.
Toxin screen.
Playing outside the range of this util.
Watch them on stream? Nah, I need to
Seen there
speedrun
for
it,
a
man.
moment.
It's not going to be enjoyable.
I think he had his Bucky out too, so they know there's some shotgun
No one
trickery
will like
going
it.
on around
I
the map.
promise.
It's not too bad. I almost felt like the refract was kind of wasted, but
It
he
does.
still jumped out in the front before TPing back. Could have gotten some information, but there was already a defensive smoke being thrown by
Mosquitoes.
Val.
Oh,
Look
dude,
at
you
the
did the work
weight.
for
Look
me
what
and I
the
missed
weight
it.
is doing.
Mosquitoes,
That's
thank you
what
so
I'm
much for
saying.
that.
That timing is
appreciate you, man.
incredible too. Just doing about a 50-second hit here, calling the rotation from EG back to their side, and the wall gives them so
Honestly,
much
if I'd
safety
read
to get
that
the
it was
plant
Sky
down.
ult from the
Either side that
dono,
works for default, if
I
we
would
wanna play
still have to
default or
watched
play
it
on the
back
other
because I
side,
wouldn't have believed
putting
it.
up the shield a smoke. Easy.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to cross through this, but might
There's
have
been
some
too much
lucky
rage bait
action.
recently. I would have for sure thought it was rage bait. Dude, Redux, back-to-back
clears
rounds.
both. Jonah P on another, and they just have so many angles watched. They don't have
Okay.
to second
You
guess.
would
Easy
imagine
trust in
this
the
is like
teammates. A
EG's
flawless
last real
round
go at
coming in from
this, to be
Sentinels.
honest, this buy round.
Yeah, so as I mentioned, like the one single dog that was thrown here by Sentinels on the short A side forced out the retract, a jump spot, and a smoke from the brimstone.
Yeah.
Once they realize that there's no noise being made and they're still walking their own vision here for EG because of that smoke,
It would have been
you
some
don't really
good
know where
rage
that
bait.
mid-rounding is
It would
going
have been top
because they've
tier.
already flashed early on the B side to get info, if I'm not mistaken, right? So
Are you going to mention
the
EG's
gamble for
mid-round
the early
tomorrow?
rotate
I'm
towards
not
that
sure I'll
B side
mention
to
anything
read
else.
correctly. Sentinels just goes for the
All I can
pop
think
back
about.
into the right side of the A site. Now a 5-man hit. They are paying to be careful of that pushdown on that flank for EG, but most of the resources is just to try to clear this hookah spot first.
Wait,
Val gets
did
one,
he
but
kill
trades
there?
over the Vandal.
kind of insane, no?
That's going to be tough for the rest. Redux gets ult out of that too for next round here. EG have to make an impact. Almost keep everybody alive, get the economy up for these next rounds here.
I like the Cortez. Oh, sorry, it was actually the high tide from John Cutie.
Yeah.
He throws it on the side. It splits
Java,
out,
congrats,
but at the same
dude.
time, if you're still trying to throw these
That's
same
big.
walls on exits, it still allows for
I
you
like
to like
this from
sweep
Superman.
out from the front of that B
It's a
side
big
into the
play
shed,
right now.
and also block vision from
That is a big, big
sorry, from
play.
the elbow on that B side if you want to try to flood out a hookah. So it could be some interesting.
The double push on showers doesn't need to commit too heavy
so
though. They should just go back
has
double
basically
sight
all
now.
the info right now. Maybe they could be going through hookah,
back
but
double
this
sight.
pinch is crazy.
No, they're just going to call him back in TP. But I don't feel like Sen is about to own them. There's a small window. Well, they hide from Skydog. Dude, the Skydog is nice.
Do
Yeah.
Sen wait to see if they've been flanked? John already knows. But they turn. He gets the timing. That's one. It hasn't clicked in yet for Jonah P, and he's going to get time for two as
Like
Superman gets a huge flank. And that's going to be enough. Cortezia has to rush back over at 15 seconds. Isn't there? EG
Got the job done. Yeah, definitely got the job done.
Run away with too much momentum.
The push was good. You got to give him the push.
Turns out good here for Superman with the timing with that Phantom.
The push and the outcome was great.
Even Cortezia is trying to do a little bit of econ damage before he falls down.
Yeah.
But the idea there was, you talked about a good timing on the flank. The only difference is right there is that if you actually did go for the
Harbor, no. Teats, do, if you're going to do Harbor, do Matter Harbor. He's got the tech where he sits in the smoke. It's pretty smart.
The dog came out to clear info
You got
on
like
short A side.
3 good examples of it, I think.
Tighten up his laces
I mean,
here
you could clickbait it because
capitalize
it's.
on that 2K.
I mean, they nearly got 13 now.
Such a nice change. All that space being taken instead of kind of seeing EG rotate back through their spawn at that 50-second mark. They were taking all map they could.
Yeah, of course, bro. Still good.
Oh, they're expecting this right now for the Sentinels.
Oh, God!
This is in! One more!
Jesus.
Cortezia
That
will
was
not
nice,
allow.
man.
For
Oh,
one
that
of
is
the
clean, bro.
cleanest aces we could have had in VCT
Yeah, that would have been
Americas.
one of the sickest aces
And
if he
he'll
got that
stay
last
alive
kill.
Again, just about
It had
deja
so
vu
much
from where
potential.
We saw him last round here to start off now.
Dude,
with a
keeps them
minute left,
alive, though. It's actually big impact.
Zix's watch party is going to be happy right now just seeing one guy walk down. Of course, it was a flash to support for him to swing out.
Yeah, it was fine. The flash was
Those
good.
isolated frags coming out from DGZ.
I like that they're making plays
was
and not
just
just sitting
beautiful.
back and getting wrecked.
Nice little setup flash there that we had to turn from Com. And Cortezia. To figure out where, when, and how.
Yeah.
4 more times.
And they were looking at that angle the whole time for Sentinels. They had 3 guys just crouching, standing in front of each other to make sure of that walk down.
What a shot. What a shot.
Van Silly?
Nah.
Van Silly? Oh, he actually had time
almost
to
back
reset
back.
there too.
Unbelievable rounds.
Yeah. That's scary
Well,
stuff.
unbelievable
He's
plays.
in different form this season. But EG, they're getting into a different form
Good
right
show, man.
now. The last few rounds looking clean behind each other and building that momentum necessary, especially off what Digi does here. Let's... Oh.
God, those two got
A lot of
melted.
class this game. Love to see it.
Oh my God! Hook my finger here.
Yeah, it's good from him.
Geologist hyping up his teammate. The other one's just like, I think I know where the last guy is.
How is he there,
the
but
fourth
also
kill's
on
pretty
stream?
impressive, man.
Man.
Anonymous
And,
Gifter is gifted to Sky
I like
Orb. Thank you for that.
Center's still in pretty
I
good
appreciate
position
the
here. It is
gifted.
9-8, but I think you just call
Just when I forgot
timeout
about
after
the
that
rounds, yeah.
because you don't let
Back
that
here to remind
momentum
me.
slide.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Holy moly.
And that's potentially the thing too when EG realizing that
For the 5 best
Sentinels
duelist
are playing
players,
this
it's
double
hard,
duelist,
man,
right? A
because
Jet and a
it's-
Raze. They might want to try
it's
to pop quick
meta-based,
behind
really.
the utility, so you might not bring out an operator on the attack side.
It's just,
so
I wish
you
I
go
could
into
just
gamble, you walk down,
read
you're
off
trying to
5 players
just
and it was
force
just
that
and it's
line.
a simple question,
Getting
but it's
great
just such a
value out
loaded
of it.
question that it's just not possible.
Something they're going to have
It
to start
changes
identifying here for Sentinels where
per meta.
these walk pushes are
Unless you're going for the most flexible duelists,
working out in the favor of EG.
it's a different kind of
Just
question.
previously, we had the flank from Superman, from gaps that weren't being exploited, and as I'm criticizing Sentinels about it, it was something similar that went for EG in the first half when they were playing the attack side as well, right? You always had Cortezia, somebody else slipping through the net and being able to get some backstabs.
Big operator up. Digizine, and they're going to push it too.
Dude, look
It's
at
not
this
the
buy.
hold, the
You got
fast
attack
line,
Odin,
it's to get in
attack
the
Judge,
face
loads of odds.
to get the first line. Oh, I feel like Cortezia has a 6th sense on this too. He's like his gun is right there with the Judge waiting.
I'd be even down to see Okeanos pull out the refract and start walking down to clear out the left side so you get an even deeper line. But it's Sentinels that takes the first upper hand.
It's like the old Viper strat.
Ooh, doesn't know where he went. It's almost no time to find it, right? You got to look for the next target. Very nice decision-making by Redux. Oh my God, the acquisition there of what to do next. Super clean for the young player. And now they're going to get a pit in sight.
Big
a little
jaw,
bit of
man.
breathing room
Big
now
jaw
to
for
set
Jonah.
up and steal this timeout back for themselves and get momentum.
That was a huge showstopper kill there,
Yeah,
too.
all Seekers go in showers. DJZ goes back. This kill coming up, that one that Prius missed,
And they have to go
that's
so
the
far,
round.
too, to source these players. It's awkward, losing so much health. Just having to breathe deep as you go in for the fight here. 3 members of EG left. And they try to push on behind each other, figuring out what angle needs to be cleared. Redux with 2 more on the round for 3. And this is just going to be calm, looking for solace here. Safety in U-Haul, and it looks like he's still going to be sourced out. Not enough for the 4K.
Dude,
And
actual last bullet.
to John Cutie,
No
gets
bullets
himself
left.
to safety there. But Sentinels, the timeout, is good for a W.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was
At
a
the end
big
of the
kill.
day, you still had a refract and walk through from Okeanos, but this time towards triple into showers. So he's able to nullify the first pick, but he tried to stall with the convergence pass and goes for the dash away. And if he stayed alive, maybe it would have been something that would have been leaning more towards EG's favor.
Force them down
but the
to an
rocket taking him
eco.
down doesn't give a chance
Force
here
them
for the
down
op
to an
get any
eco, but
value
then
for
we
the
got a
Djezine
hero
because of
by.
Fortazia's pit.
What are we doing, guys? Okay,
Outside
we're
on the A
forcing.
side, and they held that
Oh,
like
that
a
was-
fortress. Odin, Judges, Util. Just too
It
much
took
to
a
deal
long
with for
time.
EG, and they
What are we
couldn't close
missing?
that entry.
Is the Viper smoke down, surely?
Oh, almost 2. Just
my.
a little indecisive between the targets, and that gives Djezine a kill. Moving in now, the
2 showers,
operators
though.
out
These
of
guys
the
can
play,
speed up
so
a
they're gonna
little.
keep going back to Vandals, playing it close to the chest. So far favors
It's
EG
kind of rapid,
with
but at the
1.
same time, they think they're going to push in reaction.
Redux waiting for somebody to peek
Good
their head
pods
out.
for
Anybody out of
Redux.
place.
Let's try to find him.
Oh, what the
Ooh,
hell?
almost got it.
What
Actually
the
gets
hell?
taken down on the way
Guess they saw
back
Amalia.
to safety.
And that's an audio call. Because he had Okeanos inside U-Haul, hurt the satchels. Djezine clears it, but then Jonah P answers back with the Odin of his own, spamming it into triple.
Wow, are they going to find the gap?
Some frequent flyer miles here. But they're actually going to be ships in the
They're
night in this
finding
one.
the gap.
Missing the layover.
Yep. Going all the way back through.
Oh,
They're
come
gonna even
no.
peek to make sure it's safe for the time. Oh,
My
no.
guy.
No, okay. Does he? Are you that thorough, Cortesi? Okay, they turn around. There'd be a lot of commitment to go all the way back down the cave and through. So they're going to get a site to themselves, but they are down a player, so it's going to be important how they set it
Feel
up.
like the
and John will
harbor
have
on
ult for
site's
this,
gonna be
so they
big.
give it to Jonah P to get
They're so
another point.
confused because they saw no one
Considerations if they
in
think they
this
have time.
So they
area.
have to go a little bit more quickly. You can't give
They're
it
so
all away. You're
confident
wall
that someone's on
contacting, right? You
site.
can't give your position
Because
out.
if you push down
And now
here
Calm clears
and
towards
they hadn't
short.
fully
We should
committed,
have seen a rotate a long
Fury
time
would
ago
line
here
up,
from EG.
be in this
They're
box.
too confident in just thinking the U-Haul play is where they're going to be there. They still sent 2 there. Thinking
think
at the
the
last
harbor
moment
in
it's going to
this.
be U-Haul.
Maybe they all thought that
a nice
Sentinels were
heal out.
sucking
They
in
get a lot from
their
this heal.
stomachs right around the corner.
Hey, could be a crazy play. Everybody's going to be elbow, though.
Guys, there's going to be a
Oh,
lot
no.
of people here. Oh, it's going
Overall
to be
strikes go for
mayhem.
Val.
1, 2, almost a
Nice
third one
shots,
as they
man.
line him up.
He was the low
Val
HP the whole
cleans
time. That heal saved him,
him.
right?
10 HP here. John
Big.
Cutie goes for
That
the
heal
peek
was
to
actually
see
a
if he
difference
can't
maker.
pick one
I'm pretty
off
sure.
right away. And it is going to be the defuse. EG
Zed and
keep
DR, thanks so much to the
themselves
Prime, man.
racking
Appreciate
up
the whole
rounds.
year, bro.
And they keep a few players alive on this one, too.
Yeah, again, some great comms coming through here on the
Can't tell if I
defensive
legit
anchor
hate
ults by
Prius. Nah, I
EG.
like Prius. I just think it's
That
crazy they
first
still
fight
did his job.
into the showers was nice to have that buddy system too. Remember when I was talking about on that first map where Bal felt like he never could really play that game against us sliding a limb over against Furia. This time they have a buddy system with him too, just to make sure that they could at least trade things out and they make it out on unscathed too on that solo slide of Jerwin.
Way more active around the map, whether it's been Superman
money,
or
like,
Com.
four?
They're just sourcing somebody to be a walker now that seems to
3.
give them the upper
Dude,
hand
big
in these
round.
rounds, at least for
At 10-9,
getting back in.
this might be the
having
game.
Positioning on what Sen's doing. Oh, that looks like they actually stopped the
forced
surge
him
of Sentinels
through.
on this. They want it
Oh,
in.
God.
Oh,
Guys, you got to cancel
catches
this,
the
surely.
toes of Redux, a big stub there. And he's happy to still sit, knows nobody can really contest around that corner. And that does slow Sentinels from their original play. It's got to be an audible now.
They use that dog too to try to clear out towards that pit to follow up with it. So they have no extra util to really push
give
Superman away
VIP.
from his position here, so
Get a
that it's
life
going to
game,
stay up,
man. What
even
can I say?
re-healed by Calm.
The VIP lasted for a week,
Huge
though.
advantage for EG in this round, too, with one of the big lanes blocked off, and now isolating players and funneling them right into the scope of Digizine.
I was going to say, oh no, it's the moment he's moving, but it doesn't matter what he's doing.
It's pretty impressive.
He just hits the shot clean. It didn't even look like the dot was back on the scope, Viz. He backs up, plays his life, and makes it feel even weirder for SEN to push up here, to get him off an angle even further away.
I think that might even be a call for a save.
Yeah, no, it is a call for a save.
Remember, they bought down to
Again,
almost
it's
nothing.
such an important round,
All
so if
at
they
half
force
shields and having
this,
to play
it
against
might
an
be the
outlaw.
end of it. It's obviously an insane win for EG, though, right? 3K for everyone, just as their money's getting really low. They got to be feeling good. Mantra with the prime, appreciate the 5 months.
In terms of ults, Calm's trying to chase down for a kill, but
yeah, but they at least get info that they're saving now.
Punish him.
There's the neon fall back, and then he just.
Does DGZin and keep his outlaw?
Oh, that's funny.
He doesn't.
10-10 though. EG.
I mean, does he know? Considering the money, he might know they still have light armors.
They have what it takes. It's just they got to source a few rounds together and really do some
That's
damage
a nice
to the
shot,
SEN
though.
economy, so they can't feel
You
so
rarely say that
comfortable
with a
on
judge, but that is
pushing
actually a
through
nice
these
shot.
strats. And gets him on the crouch too, trying to get under what an opera would be looking at, or even a scope rather.
Yeah.
And here's another one of those timeouts. Oh, Ewok's being dirty with these the moment EG gets a foot in the door.
It's definitely an interesting timeout, or sorry, not interesting, important timeout.
Maybe, yeah.
Because they see 3 weapons out of that, right? That means that a couple of players maybe will have to go into the next round buying full shields, but you've only saved 1,000 credits going to the next round for those 3, or the remaining 3 players of Sentinels. And remember, they still had the the reckoning from the side of John Cutie, so they could try to retake a site or.
What time is Platchat on tomorrow? Normal time.
They might try to find a play around that.
We try to do the maths on this. It's in
Looks like he's
16 hours,
now.
right?
Little switch up with the team coming back as they're going back and forth. This is going to be their last time out. EG might have one they can squeeze in if Potter doesn't like what she sees
Whenever
here
Egg
between the
shows
last
up.
few rounds. It's going
Is
to
he on
be
this
very,
week?
very important, and it's a nice one to have saved up too, because Sentinels always come out of these swinging, and I wonder where the percent for win rate is on their timeouts right now. It seems like they've gotten every one that they've taken.
So it definitely looks like they
He
are
is on this
invested
week.
in the extra
Oh, he's on for the whole show.
round. Redux.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Maybe to try to
there's someone
challenge
new on
against
there.
Digizine, but again,
I wouldn't
that
leak.
reckoning, we're going to have to keep an eye on what John Cutie wants to set this up with. To kick things off, though, it's a little bit of Showers control and maybe an orb for Redux here, too. They're actually going to fully give up that space without even really picking up the orb in the first place.
He's already leaked it? Oh, okay.
I like it.
Well, can be
They
cool
did
to have
this
6
about
on.
50 seconds last time, because that's when Calm tried to get some sight on. This time earlier, 1:15, they Trailblazer. So, I mean, maybe they know he's there now. I'll just pick it up. Uh-oh. If they hear him pick it up.
I even misses him.
Yeah.
You're hoping this stall is going to be good towards that B side, because that's an opening for Sentinels to take.
They're trying to hit it. Hookah control is
This
good
man's
here.
gotta
They
do
can
a
kind of
lot.
crossfire each other, but I don't know if that smoke, with that smoke up, they're going to be able to protect
Ah, you
Superman.
gotta leave sign here.
Alt pushes them all back, floods them out of sight, but Sen hasn't flooded
Val
in
just
just
holding
yet.
this
Now they
space,
start to
though.
go in.
This is gonna be interesting.
Everybody's staying
Sen
backside too, not
kind
even
of
worrying
needs to
about
take
elbow with
somewhere.
all of the eye tied up.
Oh,
Right, Superman somehow
I
gets
don't
the
even
wall
think he
bang
saw
kill from
him.
the back. Trophy glass into the sight.
big
It's a
kill
big round
run.
for EG. They got to come out of this strong. Digizine comes up with a huge shot on top of the tub. Can they get Jonah P out of this situation, though? He's just
Do
going
you
to
know they're all
start
left?
letting this
Oh,
loose as soon as
he
he
could
sees any
own it.
util or a body come around that corner. One down.
Flash for his teammate.
Oh, the
Oh
double
my god,
setup,
such a
just let the
doable
shoulder peek
2v4,
on the
man.
other side, and
Jonah P's
P's
owned
there
this
for
round.
another as he gets a quick turn. This one falling apart for EG. It looks so good. But now he just squeezes himself into the
Guys,
corner, and
Default with the
yeah, that's
Odin.
going to be Jonah P.
What a round from Jonah P, man. A big round from him.
Not only are they going to be duels at ping pong, but also duels
Psych
holding
Fanatic,
a
thank you so much for
B
the
side
Prime,
on
man.
a
Appreciate the
2v4.
2 months. Thank you for that.
That was impressive by Jonah B.
Yeah, he did good, man.
That to
This
still have
decision here
util too.
was lovely.
It even flashes Cortezia.
Oh, it was so good.
Maybe there was a miscomm going through there too, but Cortezia had to
What a
find
cool
his own
that is
timing.
from him.
So it picks up his kill, gets flashed, but still allows Jonah P to still win the other 1v1.
Big
Oh
plan.
my god, was that beautiful.
It's the 1-2 punch from Ewok there.
Yeah.
Out of last week, we had, when Sentinels got their victory, the Jonah P interview, and he said right after the game, it felt really good to hear Ewok come up and say, you know, you sounded like a leader that game.
Yeah.
We played like a leader. So yeah, Jonah P is definitely getting back into that groove.
And you just talked about it. Potter might have a timeout still if there's something that she doesn't like.
Yeah,
but
here
quite
it is.
honestly with you, it's not necessarily her fault of what happened or EG's fault with what happened within that round.
Who does Sen have left to play in the group?
From Superman into the site. You had a beautiful outlaw kill on the top of site. And then when they tried to flood retake, it was an Odin that
Fury
just
and
messed everything
NRG.
up. Just great positioning in the end here for isolating different fights
Odd
for
games.
Sentinels on a 2v4.
That'll be a good
that
test
went in
to
their
see where they
favor.
are.
Yep.
When you don't have too much util left for the flood retake, it's hard, right? So the timeout's mostly to focus on what's happening within the next couple of rounds. Money's still available for Digizine to pull out another op.
That's true.
Superman with a Bucky, though.
Doable.
He's
I
gonna
feel
play
like they're
that
both
more towards
doable.
this B
They'll
side.
go into that with
Oh,
like
yeah,
a
the
lot of
readjustment
belief.
is not on. Guys, it's okay
That
what
is
happened
both
last round.
doable.
It's like,
I don't think they're
how do we win this
expected to
round?
win either, I would
4
say.
players stacked up
Like,
at the beginning on this side, but finally
well,
Superman decides to
nah,
move
yeah, I think
back
that's
here
fine.
towards A to control this
They're definitely the
U-Haul.
underdogs of both.
This might be one of those looking at the B fight, then crunch right into the showers.
Nice from EG. They can get that rotate out early.
Online. I mean, they're still waiting on this info. They're going to go for the TP play.
You gotta.
One goes in with
They
the
have to
dog.
be there right away.
Ooh, this
U-Haul's
crunch is
actually
nice,
getting
though.
squished in. Bao holds
Ooh.
one, turns around.
He held well.
Superman with another one. As
Dude,
he grabs that
Jonah,
shotgun to get
what?
ready for a play. Jonah
He
P sits
spammed
him
them
down.
both from
3v3.
seeing them on the map.
Guardians,
That's actually
Phantom, and
insane.
an operator, and that op does work right away.
Is that through smoke? Or that flanker? That's Cortezia dying on flank.
The ult on the orb.
It's a good reposition from Jonah.
Oh, as soon as it drops.
Ah, it's unlucky about the
Oh,
Seekers,
Jonah
man.
P has
Big
to make too
Seekers.
much noise on that one. Okeanos
Oh,
able
it's
to come
gonna
through
get
with
close,
the kill.
man.
The
Look at
timeouts
these.
are
They got
paramount
no
for
money
both
here.
of the coaches
They actually just
for
have
both
to.
teams
You just have to
as we
eco,
get
right?
another round for Evil Geniuses here.
Yeah, and it works out for EG too. Play aggro, take that line, see if anybody's there because of that 4K that Digizine had
the
previously
spamming that
on
Jonah
that
does here is
fountain.
just-
And as they see nothing there, you have to help out those 2 players on that side. Yeah, that's going to be annoying to deal against. I saw that from the mini-map of his position where people died. I was like, yeah, you can't hold U-Haul that way. But they did their jobs, right? They were both inside U-Haul. They still got 2 kills on their side.
Would you reckon they
made it a lot
just
easier
fast
for
hit
EG
A
to
and buy
fight
like a
back from
judge or
showers.
something?
Yeah.
Seekers
Bucky,
really helped out here for
Stinger.
Comp.
Finally broke their
Bucky.
economy a
What
little
are we
bit to
doing?
make
Bucky,
them force
sure.
for that last round. I would say save for that last round for being correct with terminology. Oh, another line. It was B long last time. It's going to be showers this time for Digizine. Moving
Oh,
up,
dude,
gets one quick
it's
one,
unlucky.
really
The
won't
plan
go
was
safety.
pretty
You
good. They
can't
knew actually
get the
called right
fast
that he was
lane
going to be
up
able to watch
to
showers. They had a
live.
good read.
Jerwin goes for the op, though. They're going to want that to keep. No, he goes shotgun. I was wondering if he was going to keep that.
They're just trying
Well,
to stall down this high tide, which
John
is
gets a
beautiful.
gun.
You have the brimstone smoke that doesn't allow really for them to flood
It
out here.
should just
for
let him
Sentinels.
try. Oh,
Except
okay.
with the showstopper that can help.
All right, Redux flexing his muscles here. Fires it right at the feet of Jerwin.
in. He thought they were
John Cutie still cleans it up. He's the one that grabbed the off in the end to bring back the shot through the skull. Jerwin gets another one onto Superman here, and again we go back and
EG have
forth
crumbled.
with the rounds. Calm is left to search everyone out by himself.
I never knew John Cutie was an opper.
He's something. I mean, remember when he used to be with a bulldog? Those right-click bulldogs are pretty much the same thing.
I will say the
You hit a three
plan,
burst,
like
you
the
hit a
read
single
that he
shot,
was
people
going to
are
be
falling
showers on this and get it set up on this angle, and they go
All right, now you
close,
have to get
flash,
your
and just
plan
run
away,
him down.
but at least
It's
you
a
have the
really good
flashes. You
call.
still have util to help yourself out.
It
Does
literally went
happen.
exactly how they thought in
Pull him
their
out of
head.
the woodwork here. He knows he's got a little bit of time, though. Doesn't even see a shoulder on that first peek. So Redux is just going to have all day to play with them here. Yep, I see you. Here goes the half. Try to hold it at least. And he's forced right.
What a round from John QT. You would imagine he called this as well.
Cortezia once again up out of his seat, keeping that mental up for Sentinels. And you heard it. Match point off of that thrifty against EG.
It's so hard to escape when you got a Neon sliding with the Bucky there. You're hoping that the first kill that you grab was the actual Neon. Clean shots by John Cutie. Very simple with the op as well. He even picks up a rifle. Map in series point now for the Sentinels, where EG, the last time they had to face off against Sentinels was kickoff in that middle bracket round 1, where they also suffered an 0-2 loss. They're so close right now to middle pushes to a third map.
Flash through the TP to try and make it look like they're setting up one again.
The Sentinels, they had to win that on the Thrifty to get the lead.
Yeah, right back.
But for EG, at least they have some sort of money to work with, right? 3 rifles, still a Bucky and a Stinger. The only thing is that there's no ults to help them with this round. Well, the Sentinels, though, they're being quite patient. Realized here in these early rounds for the last couple that EG have been fighting with a little bit more force to block down some aggro lines.
Still waiting. They're trying to at least have Hookah control if they lose B. Leave Digizine and back. Yeah, really just a default setup here where they're left up to the whim of whatever Sentinels wants to do. There's kind of no forward info here for EG.
Got a stun out already.
It might play in their favor, though. If they back up anchor sites, but it doesn't look like they're in that position, it's going to be the 1v1.
The option of TPing showers once he takes showers control.
Face to face with the
Does he just face him?
Duel
Duel and showers. There's a lot going on right now. Digizine
that's going to be a fake too.
Is
Digizine on 1, slides back, tries to get to a good position, but he's just squashed by 2 players of Sentinels.
If he goes out 20 seconds, that's losable. Okay, on this big 1v1.
They take down Bob on the other side. And just so many fights on different fronts here for Sentinels. And they get back to A for safety. It's up to Superman.
And Oli has a Stinger.
Oh, they're lining up. Shorty ready.
Very nice.
Sherwin gets the 3K, gets the
Close
kill.
though.
And Sentinels
that's a double pistol loss on this map.
Work of EG
That's rough for
across the
EG.
2 maps of Haven and
they got some work, dude. They got some work to do.
Sentinels looking very happy.